What's going on, everybody? Trevor Wilson here. Welcome back to the Bourbon Wrench. Today, we're going to be talking about my personal favorite everyday sipping bourbons. Now, I don't drink the same bottle every single day. There comes a point in your collection where you have so many bottles that it's kind of hard to just drink the same single bottle every day. Plus, I think variety is the spice of life. Now, for me, what I consider a daily sipper is honestly something that I have to replace more times than any other bottle in my collection. They're cheap. We're talking maybe $30 max and below. Great value bourbons, and most importantly, delicious. Now, my list is not some secret list. These are just my personal kind of favorite bourbons. These are my go-to bottles. If you guys are, bourbon aficionados, these bottles aren't going to be new to you. You are going to see every one of these bottles and say, yeah, I've tried that. This video is going to be aimed at people who are looking for something new. They're getting into this. They're looking for just a easy to find, affordable, and most importantly, a really good bottle of bourbon to drink and to want to drink it every single day. Now, if you find yourself watching this video and you're like, wait, I'm the bourbon aficionado that he's talking about, let's help some people out. Leave a comment down below about what your go-to everyday sipping bourbons are. Watch the video, see how my list compares to yours. That way, when people are getting into this, they're listening to my list, they can scroll down to the comments, they can see your list, they can compare our lists. It'll help them make an educated decision on to what bottle they get next. Let's face it though, you guys are on a downward slope. You're going to end up buying all of these bottles eventually. All right, without further ado, let's get right into this list. Bottle number 1, Kirkland Single Barrel. Yes, the store, Costco, are you kidding me? Made a list. Now, Kirkland is made by Barton, 1792, the guys that make 1792, a Brown-Forman product. So you guys should know I am a huge Brown-Forman fanboy. Old Forester, early times Jack Daniels, everything that's under the Brown-Forman umbrella, I love it. And in fact, almost any of those bottles, they have a lot of budget bottles under that umbrella. They could be on this list. I love them all so much, and I go through them a lot. Why I'm picking this one to be on today's list is because it's new to me. They just released it, and it was an absolute shock of how good this bottle is. 1, it's under 30 bucks. 2, it's 120 proof. When is 120 proof and under $30 in the same sentence? Never. And finally, the best thing about it all, not only are you getting a liter of 120 proof whiskey for under $30, it tastes good. I will say this bottle, compared to the other two Kirkland, the small batch and the bottled and bond, is leaps and bounds better than them. I don't know if it's the proof that is deceiving me and takes away some of those youthful grainy notes that I get on the other ones. Regardless of what it is, doesn't even matter. I will say, you might not have a Kirkland or a Costco around you. For whatever reason, my local liquor store was selling this. I don't know if that's a thing. Might want to check into it. But if you don't have a Kirkland, I get it. I will give you some alternatives. I refer to them as the Holy Trinity of Brown-Forman. Old Forester 100 proof, Early Times Bottled and Bond, and Cooper's Craft. 3 100 proof bourbons under the Brown-Forman umbrella. Kind of, because Early Times was acquired by Sazerac, but that doesn't matter. All 3 of them are great alternatives. The Cooper's Craft Early Times might be a little bit harder to find, like this one. It just kind of depends on your region. Old Forester 100 proof, definitely you should be able to find it. Definitely though, if you have a Kirkland or Costco or whatever, give this one a try. All right, moving on to my second bottle. Now, it would not be a Bourbon Wrench video if we did not showcase my favorite distillery on the friggin' planet. That's right, Jeppson's, my lord. That's right, Maker's Mark. In this bottle specifically, Maker's Mark 46. This might be, if I had to choose one single daily sipper, if you came to me and said you had to pick one bottle to drink for the next 6 months straight, it would probably be this. And I get it. I know a lot of people, anytime I mention Makers, people comment on the video and say, I've tried Makers, it's really not that good, dude, calm down. If you're basing your claims about not liking Maker's Mark because you've tried regular Makers, I think you're doing yourself a disservice by passing this guy up. They drop 10 French oak staves down into the barrel and they age it an additional 3 months. That essentially makes it kind of like a baby double oaked bottle, if you think about it. Maybe not as intense, but definitely is impacted drastically by those oak staves. It really transforms Maker's Mark into that coffee, chocolatey side of things. Makes it a little more bolder in the sense of the caramels and vanillas that you're getting. They're richer, they're deeper. It makes it so much more interesting, a little more complex. The additional proof from the regular Makers is a definite welcomed thing, and it's really only a couple more dollars than regular Makers. I think it's definitely worth a try if you have not tried it. It's a wheated whiskey that is totally available. You can find this stuff anywhere. All right, moving on to my third bottle. Elijah Craig, small batch, yes. What a little hitter of a bottle. Now, I could definitely argue a point for Evan Williams 1783 being in this video. It would be my favorite sub $20 bottle, but, you know, this is my list of my favorite go-to everyday sippers, and I would probably rather have this one. I would rather pay a little more money to get this flavor profile. It is Heaven Hill. Heaven Hill has a lot of budget 100 proof bourbons. A lot of them you can't really get unless you're in Kentucky, so the vast majority of us are kind of limited for what we're getting from them in terms of budget. Elijah Craig, I love their flavor profile. We all love Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. This is just the little brother, okay? Still full of flavor. Again, what I'm liking about it the most, and this is what draws me to it, I get a lot of the barrel. I get the charriness that you're used to getting on, you know, some Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, stuff like that. Older aged whiskey picks up a lot of the barrel, and that's what I absolutely love about it. 94 proof, nice and approachable, but still giving you a lot of deeper, richer, more complex flavors, especially compared to other bottles in its price range. Another great thing about Elijah Craig, you know, I love just the regular on the shelf offering, but you can get store picks of this that are friggin' amazing. Around $25, you're getting a super sweet, nice levels of oak. It's introducing you into the land of oak. Overall, just a delicious bottle that you can find anywhere. All right, moving on. Bottle number 4 is going to go to Knob Creek, 100 proof. Let me tell you something about Knob Creek, okay? Age stated 9 years, under $30. Who does that? You don't find many age stated bourbons for under $30, especially age stated 9 years. This is unheard of, and the 9 years really shines through on this. You pick up a lot of the barrel. You're starting to get more oak. You're getting that charriness, which I absolutely love. That's why this is on my list. I love that flavor note. 100 proof, again, it's like the perfect just sipping bourbon. I can pour 1, 2, 6 of these and feel pretty good. You know, I'm not much of a bourbon on ice drinker, but this one, for whatever reason, I've noticed pouring this on ice, I quite enjoy it. I think it's versatile. I think it's very underappreciated. It has very great flavors, complex flavors. You're picking up a lot of that barrel again. Has more time to just pick up more and more notes, get richer and richer flavors. Under 30 bucks. Definitely a go-to of mine. Definitely a staple in my bar. You kill it, you replace it instantly. All right, and that leaves us our final bottle on my list. If you're liking what you see so far, be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're not, it's kind of weird. You keep watching all my videos, you're not subscribed. It's totally free. You don't have to be a lurker, okay? We love you. This bottle might be on every whiskey tuber's list. This might be just on every bourbon drinker's list. Wild Turkey 101, a absolute classic. I think it's both the most appreciated bottle and underappreciated bottle at the same time. I think that everyone in the bourbon world, in the whiskey community, they know how good this is. At the same time, I cannot tell you how many people I've showed up to a house party or whatever, and I bring some Wild Turkey 101, and everyone's like, dude, why did you bring that? You're supposed to be the bourbon dude. Exactly. It's because it's good. 101 proof, around $20. I've seen people buy this for under $20, which is insane. 6 to 8 year old barrels in this. High rye, so it's nice and spicy, holds up great to cocktails, tastes great on its own. Again, I have a good buddy of mine who this is his go-to for bourbon on ice, so if that's your thing, it does it well. I think this is just the perfect example of good bourbon doesn't have to be expensive. When you have distillers who have been doing this as long as they have, for one, they have a lot of whiskey. They have a lot of stuff to work with. 2, they have a lot of experience with making even their budget entry-level stuff delicious. This is just the perfect example to me. I think it's an absolute staple. If you are out there and you're watching to this point and for whatever reason you have not went and bought a bottle of Wild Turkey 101, just go do it. Again, to everyone else who, I guarantee you most of you obviously probably own all of these bottles. If you're one of those people, go down and leave a comment. Let people know what your go-to daily sippers are. I can almost assure you, if you're new here, if you're new into bourbon, if you scroll to the comments, guarantee you majority of people are going to have Wild Turkey 101 on their list. So don't take it just from me. Scroll down to the comments, see what other people have to say about it. Try some of these bottles from this list. Once you try them, come back here, leave a comment, let me know what you think of them personally. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure, smack that like button on your way out of here. Hit the subscribe if you're not already. Check all the links in the description if you want to support me more. Plenty of ways to do so. And until next time, guys, I'm Trev Wilson. I'll see you guys in the next video.